Hi everybody, I'm Jamie Millar, PGA teaching professional, and today we're going to talk about some bunker basics. The idea being that you can use these basic ideas to get the ball out of the bunker and hopefully on the green more often than not. We're looking at cutting out those silly shots where you leave the ball in the bunker or you end up scooting it way across the green as well. So stick around, let's talk about how to play some bunker shots. The first thing I see when it comes to bunker play is people don't use enough loft. So you can use your sand wedge. That's fine. I've got my 58-degree wedge here. What I mean by loft is people often don't give the club enough twist, so opening the club face up around its axis like so. So what I like to do, and I'm going to put the club down on the ground. I know you can't do that in actual bunker play, but just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to put the club on the ground, and I would normally have it set up like this if it's play a standard shot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a bit of twist, so that now the club is pointing up towards the sky a bit more, but also out towards my right there, okay? Once I've got the club face in the position I want it to, I'm going to take my stance. I go nice and wide. I like to dig myself in a little bit, make it nice and stable. I've kept that club face in the open position, or the twisted position. And then for me, one of the things I like to do, and I like to see people do, a bit of weight into that front leg, okay? For me, this helps people get the club going more downwards into the sand. Play around with that idea, see if it works for you, but generally speaking, I do see a lot of good results when you get people doing that. So weight into that left leg, into that front leg, club face twisted. Now what I'm going to try and get people to do, or what I'm going to try and do, is slam the club into the sand just behind the golf ball, about 2 centimeters, an inch or so. And I'm going to try and hit the sand and then follow through, throwing the sand onto the green. So nice and wide open, slam the club into the sand, follow through. Okay, hit it a fraction too hard, but I've taken plenty of sand. Balls come out nicely and on the green. One of the hardest things to do when it comes to bunker play is to judge the distance, and that is something that comes with practice. So you can practice in bunkers, but the first protocol is to make sure you get the ball out of the bunker every time. Starting off with those setup keys and then trying to slam the club into the sand about an inch behind the golf ball is a really good way to get you started getting the ball out of the bunker. Long bunker shot now. So I'm not going to change anything in terms of technique and setup. The only thing I've changed is I've got my 51/50-degree wedge, so I've got a little less loft, try and get the ball to go a bit further that way. I'm still going to set up the same with that little bit of twist. I'm not expecting the ball to go as high as it would with my 58. The reason I'm giving the club a bit more twist is so that the leading edge of the club doesn't dig into the sand and get stuck there, throwing the ball nowhere. So once again, I'm going to set up with the club a little bit of twist, nice and wide, dig myself into the sand, leaning into my left leg. Now to get the ball to go the extra distance, I've got the less club, there's less loft, or more club, less loft, and maybe a slightly longer swing. See how we get on. Still striking the sand, about an inch behind the ball and trying to throw it on there. Oof. Oh, that worked out quite nicely. Okay, that's the long bunker basic shot. That's the basic long bunker shot. Let's move on. Last of the basic bunker shots now, we've got the higher lip shot where the ball needs to get up a bit quicker. I can't unfortunately put it much closer to the face without it being on an upslope, making it a bit easier. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to do kind of basic, same as the basic bunker shot. There is a slight change in technique now though. So setup is the same. Start off with the club face nice and square, then give it a twist so that it points out to the sky and out to the right. Nice wide stance. Digging ourselves in. Still going to try and slam the sand about an inch behind the ball, but I'm going to do that while trying to get the club head to get ahead of my hands. This is going to add extra loft and get the ball going a bit higher. So hopefully we can escape that higher lip with a bit more ease. So technique wise, it's the same, except for we're now trying to get the club head to get ahead of our hands as we make contact with the sand. Need to practice this one, I haven't played it for a while. Yep, got over the lip quite comfortably. Didn't hit it hard enough, unfortunately, but I'm out of the bunker. That lip wasn't a problem. I can go and try and hold that putt. If you use these basic bunker ideas, you're going to hopefully escape from the bunker a bit more often. you should lower your scores and you won't fear the bunkers as much each time. If you have any questions about anything I've said today, or you'd like a bit more information, please contact me. Otherwise, I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.